Guys, how you doing? MDW back again. I've got a Sideshow Collectables review for you today. Kudos to Sideshow for getting it out to me so quickly. I literally paid for this guy on Saturday and it's now here Tuesday morning. So you can't complain with that. It's the second to last bounty hunter out of the series that I need. So let's crack him open and have a look at him. It is Dengar. And we're back, thanks for joining me. So, like all the other boxes, I'm just going to literally crack him open here, show you the figure, and then we'll get close up and have a look at what he's all about. So, first up, the box is quite a bit thicker than Bosk and IG88 and Forlom, so I was quite interested in why that was such a bigger box, a bit wider. With all the Sideshow Collectables boxes, it's pretty much exactly the same. So you've got an image of the figure on the front, Star Wars logo, 6th scale, and then we've got obviously the elusive Disney stamp on everything. It's a window box packet, so you literally open up this front bit here, boom, there we go. There's another picture of the figure inside with a lovely window display there, so you can see your figure if you just want to display him like that, but we don't. I'm going to open it up now. So Dengar's a Carillion bounty hunter. He's only in really the films you see him. He's in Jabba's palace. I don't think you actually see him in the Return of the Jedi film, but he's the bounty hunter on the Executioner Bridge with the other bounty hunters that Darth Vader summons to find the Millennium Falcon in Empire Strikes Back. So there's the figure inside his box. Don't want to throw all the stuff everywhere. So it looks like he's got a couple of weapons with him, and there's a base and all this kind of stuff. Big backpack, so I think that's why the box is a bit thicker. So let's have a closer look at him. So here he is at the box in all his glory, Dengar. So Dengar's quite an interesting character for me. When I was a kid, I didn't really know he was a bounty hunter. So when they did the the 1980s figure that came out for Empire Strikes Back, I actually thought that Dengar was a Hoth trooper. He just didn't really differentiate much between that and like the Hoth trooper. He had like a big backpack on him. He had this kind of like the kind of crazy turban he had going on, and I thought it was kind of more like thermal wraps and bandages. So it wasn't until like years later that I realised suddenly that he wasn't actually a Hoth trooper, the vintage figure, and he was in fact a bounty hunter. I've played him in the Battlefront computer game, so you guys probably know him from that as well, where they gave him this great Cockney kind of London accent in it, so he's got to talk like that, bruv, all the way through, which I also thought he's a pretty cool character in it. I enjoyed playing him. I say it's a more bizarre looking one of the bounty hunters. I mean, he's got this great grizzled look to him. The face sculpt on this is superb, but I always kind of wondered how, after all these years of bounty hunting, and he kind of looks like he's eaten a few more pies, perhaps intergalactic space pies, than he perhaps should have done. He was a bit more of a kind of a bit more chubby than the other bounty hunters, perhaps, but still like an interesting character. So let's run down the movement on Dengar then. So his head moves left to right, goes up and down perfectly fine due to this material piece here, like his headpiece. So there's no hindrance there for the movement. His shoulders go up. That's about as far as you are going to get him to go, because the armour's basically, the armour shoulder pads here touch his top plate of the armour. So that's about as much as you're going to get with that. Rotation wise, a little bit forwards and a little bit back. That's again all you're going to get because of the undersuit stitching here under his arms. These pieces of armour on his forearms stop his arms from like literally moving all the way back folded. So there we go. That's about as far as you're going to get with that. They do swivel though a little bit, so you can get his arms moving around to another position there. His hands obviously are on the peg, so they move all the way around, no issue there with that. There isn't really a torso crunch because he's got this massive piece of armour plating over the front there, so there's not really much there, and there's not really a waif swivel at all either. The legs, this way the articulation kind of goes to pop a little bit just because of the stitching again down the groin pieces here, and a combination of that with these armour pieces here. There's literally just, you can literally do making the splits as about as far as you're going to go, and then forward, that's about as much as you're going to get him to go forward, and backwards, there we are as well. I thought there might be a bit of a knee joint movement going on, but as I say again, that's about as far as you're going to get. This piece here hits this bottom piece. You can move these around a little bit, but as I say, it doesn't really give him much movement still at all. Same on the other leg. And then his foot is on a ball joint, so that literally spins all the way around, and you've got you haven't got a crunch of that, so it's literally the ball joint just moves the foot all the way around. And that's it, guys. That is literally the motion and the movement that you're going to get out of Dengar. So like I said, he is a very static figure. I found this with most of the bounty hunters, and I'm kind of coming to the conclusion now that a lot of Hot Toys, a lot of Sideshow figures, some of them you get massive amounts of movement in them. you know, like for the First Order TIE Fighter pilot, but all the ones with these material bits underneath where it's like a really figure-hugging kind of sewn-on bit to the actual buck itself, you're not going to get much movement. But come on, you know, we don't really buy these things so we can like pose them so they're doing the moonwalk or anything. We buy these things because they look amazing. Okay guys, let's have a look at a few details on Dengar. So I'm going to zoom a little zoomy zoom. Okay, so face sculpt. Pretty decent. Look at that. Really, really good. He's got a very grizzled kind of fed up look about himself. You can see he's been in battle a lot. He's got all these scars going up here, a bit of disfigurement in his face. You know, it kind of feels like his face will be squashed together. Perhaps his nose broken, or you know, a lot of scarring, damage around there. So yeah, this is really cool. The eyes, he just looks really tired, broken, kind of fed up. Yeah, you know, the face sculpt is superb. Now, a couple of fun features in this that I've got when I got the figure out the box there is his turban. There, the legendary Dengar turban is a separate piece, so it's kind of a rubbery plastic. So look, you can actually, it's made of gummy plastic rubber there, so you can take his turban off, and it gives him this kind of crazy look, like he's from like the Middle Ages or something. I believe you can actually take this off. His hood does come off. If you really want to have a laugh there and see what it looks like under there, I can't be bothered at the moment, but you can take that off and have the man there himself with no hood on. That's cool. So I'm going to put that back on there. Now, quite an annoying little thing, I know you guys have picked up on it in the video already, is he's got a zip for his undersuit there, but the zip is a really annoying bright white, like kind of glossy white finish, you know, massive zip dongle there. You can see that? And it just basically subtracts from the entire figure. The whole other rest of the figure, which I'll go through in a second, is weathered, but this is just literally like stands out like a sore thumb, so you can, I'm assuming, just hide it under his neck piece there or down behind his armour, but mine's popping out everywhere and it is very annoying because, there we go, put it behind there, that goes down like that, all done, all good. You can still see it under there. That's going to wind me up that. The rest of his suit is a pretty basic paint job, so it's a matte finish over it, so it's kind of, yeah, matte, nice matte feel to it. It's kind of reminiscent of Forlom's armour, so you can see these bits here, these kind of remind me of kind of protocol droid armour, Forlom there. This front piece here reminds me also of like an Imperial officer, you know, like General Veers when he's in his AT-AT. This is kind of like more of an Imperial officer piece, this. And all these bits here as well, reminiscent of Forlom the droids. So yeah, I don't know whether they've used new bits there or whether that's, you know, just convenience or whether that is a new sculpted bit. But yeah, they look quite reminiscent of that. The same colour as well. It's kind of a matted down brown feel, weathered look to the armour. His undersuit is really, really excellent. So again, it's like this kind of cream colour, but it's really off. It's very dirty, very weathered. There's like little brown splodges here and there. You know, he looks like, you know, you see his gloves there all weathered and dirty. There's a really dirty look to this guy. If there's like an intergalactic space hobo, I think it would be Dengar possibly. He's also got a few other details attached to it. So he's got a belt going around there. This belt is attached to this central armour piece here. And it's got several pouches attached to that as well. So you've got one pouch there, which has got the classic magnet inside there, so that closes nicely. He's got a gun holster there for his pistol, which has got a magnet on it as well, so that closes nicely there. My pouch on the back here though, a bit disappointed, didn't have a magnet in this one. So there's no, I can feel the magnet up here, but I don't think there's a magnet in my pouch. It actually came in the box kind of like that. So, you know, it's, I don't know whether I missed it or something's happened with that, but my pouch here won't close unfortunately, so that's a real shame that. But I'm just going to literally fold the pouch in there. It doesn't really detract though, so that's okay. Strapping around his legs, so that's really nice again. It's like separate pieces have just been put over there. His boots again are kind of like some sort of crazy intergalactic loafers that are going on. Don't know what's going on with that, but again they've got a weathered feel to them as well. Nice grey colour with like a dark wash over. And on the back you guys can see, so this piece here, this plastic piece, is actually screwed into the figure here with a massive magnet here, so that is going to be what his big bulky backpack is going to be attached on there. So that's going to be really cool, just like the First Order Flame Trooper. It's really going to make the figure, I think, and it's a very strong way of delivering the magnet and the backpack onto the figure. And he's got these additional strapping on here, so he's he's not going to fall off. So overall, yeah, really like the actual design of the figure. Nice and interesting, loads going on with the actual kind of undersuit. So even though it does look basic, when you get close up to it, there's quite a lot going on. Kind of the reason why he's so bulky as well is because of the flight suit. So underneath all his armour here and there is padding as well. So it is heavily padded all around his groin here. So these bits here, there's literally just like, it just feels like quilting there. Like very big as well. You guys can see it underneath his armour there. So it's all squidgy. Goes all the way around the back here as well. and all the way around his backside there, everything. It's very padded and squidgy, so I'm assuming that is just the flight suit design. That's why he appears to be quite bulky and big. Guys, so I'll go over the rest of the accessories in a second, but I thought I'd give you a little heads up on the backpack here. So really, really great. I've just actually literally seen this for the first time myself, taking it out of the box. It's got a lot of weathering on it, just like the rest of his armour, so it fits in really nicely with it. Loads of dark colours there. It's got loads of rust all over the metal bits, rust splashes all over it. Kind of a brown wash that's gone over it, picking up all these bits. It really does look like tattered and weathered. It almost, again, looks like a traveller's backpack, as if he lives his entire life just out of these bits here he's got. Got some strapping going around there that just adds a bit of detail, 3D dimension to it. It's got a big grille on there that's been weathered all the way around. Metal bars holding it all on, so it just doesn't look like a camper's backpack. And then, of course, my suspicions are aroused with this kind of cool, like stuffed little pillow at the bottom here. So this is again made of like a thick material, rug material. It's squidgy inside there, so it's got some sort of padding in it. It's rolled all the way around, so it does look like a sleeping bag or some sort of pillow for him. So it really does look like that. He is the traveller of the galaxy, the hobo of the galaxy, Dengar. This piece here, really good. As I say, it just literally fits onto the back, like I said, really powerful, strong magnet. And you guys can see, boom, just goes on there. So Dengar actually does come with quite a few accessories here, which I'm going to run through for you now. So he comes with the standard pair of hands, he comes with the actual figure. Then you get 3 sets of additional pairs of hands, which is really good. I don't really think you see this that often with Sideshow figures. So you've got these 2 here, which are the trigger hands. Again, they're the same kind of grey with the weathered look to them. So you've got 2 trigger hands. You have 2 clenched fist hands, so you can have a fist fight. And you've got 2 hands that look like they're kind of supporting his rifle. Do you know what I mean? So you can have it, holding his rifle like that and across. So really nice set of hands with that. He gets his blaster pistol. So his DL21 blaster pistol. I don't know if this is in Battlefront or not, but yeah, it's a crazy little looking gun. This has got a bit more weather on it than I'm used to with some of the other Sideshow stuff. So it's got black, it's kind of more of a matte, it's got a bit of gloss finish, but it's not as shiny gloss as some of the other weapons I've seen. With some weathering, grey dry brushing across it, with this big kind of muzzle to the end of the pistol. So that's really cool, just getting a different type of gun. And then of course the iconic, the Belkin 38 blaster carbine as well. So this thing, if you play Battlefront, you know how much of a firepower this thing pumps out a second. It's literally like rapid fire, the amount of damage you can do with this. So this is really cool again. It's got a bit more detail on it than I'm used to with some of the Sideshow weapons. The Bosk's Relby rifle was literally just silver, that was it. This one's got a bit of a kind of blend of brown at the end of the stock, going all the way up the gun. It's still got the black kind of basic with just the metallic dry brush over it, but it's just got the stock's been picked out with brown, and then there's like silver bolts going through it. So there's a little bit more detail and time and effort being put into the blaster carbine. Really cool, really nice big weapon as well. So yeah, that's it guys. You've got a lot of good stuff with him as well, and the backpack. So this is definitely a thumbs up for me. Sideshow have actually put a lot of thought into this, and they've actually got some decent gear with this figure. So also with the extra added paint job guys with his rifle, his blaster carbine here, it's also got a lot of moving parts on it as well. This is such a nice change from some of the other Sideshow weapons that we get. So he's literally got a sight you can ping up the top there, at the end of his blaster carbine. This other one here goes up the other side there if you want perhaps a different sight. He's got this side bit that opens. If you pull this bit here, he's got like another side bit that comes out. I don't know whether it's like a rest or whether that comes out. But yeah, that comes out there at the side. And then it's got also spring in it as well. So you guys can see that there. It's actually got spring loaded. And believe it or not, this bit opens up the top here as well to reveal loads of detail on the inside there. And then there's actual spring as well. So you can actually see he's like reloading his magazine in there. That closes all the way down again. But yeah, do you know what I mean? This is absolutely superb. Working parts on the gun. I don't really see this that often in Sideshow, specifically. I was expecting from perhaps Hot Toys or something, but not from Sideshow. A really excellent weapon. Like all Sideshow Collectables figures, he comes with a base with the Star Wars logo on the bottom, and then it's got an adjustable spring at the back there, so you can put it to your figure's height and then display him properly in your cabinet. Really sturdy base to stop him from falling over. And here's a quick video of just how easily the hands come off. So they literally just pop off, and then you just attach the new hand on the peg there. So there we go guys, there is a look at Dengar 1/6 scale from Sideshow Collectables. Dengar was always my least favourite bounty hunter, and when I set out to get this entire set of them, I also thought, well, he's going to be a decent figure, I'm going to have to get him. It was a surprise hit for me. This guy's really, really well done. In fact, I think he's probably my favourite over Forlom and IG88 and Bosk so far. The detail on the face is excellent. The costume is really, really interesting. The way they've done all the weathering all over it, and his armour, which I now actually understand looks like Stormtrooper armour. His legs and his shoulders they just look like ripped off Stormtrooper armour that perhaps is coloured or stolen off them at some point with an Imperial officer's chest piece as well. So I've just noticed that after all these years, which is really excellent. The detailing in his backpack is great. The guns he gets are good. All the hands he gets. It's just a lot to get with this figure, which is a really nice change from having perhaps the 2 hands and 1 gun that you usually associate with Sideshow. He's only available generally on the website now. He's going to be about £170, £180 for us in the UK, but as I said, nearly there now. Just one more bounty hunter, Zuckuss, who's on his way now. I'm going to do a review and that turns up as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. MDW signing off.
Find MDW on Facebook and Instagram now at MDW_toys.